never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to a new roleplay series of Fallout New Vegas. Due to some unfortunate circumstances, the SAM roleplay has been canceled. I'm switching over to PC, as you can tell. And we're actually going to do something kind of interesting. We are going to continue the story of Henry. 4 years later, lost and suffering from semi-memory loss. He's journeyed west after something happened with the Zayton mothership. But we'll get into that.
You Can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Yes, how did you do? Because this doesn't look very much like Henry did. Now, it's been 4 years, so things can change. But maybe not that much. That's fairly close. Let's take a look. And that's about where we had left Henry. Long hair, very large beard. But it's been some time. I don't think he would have adopted the tunnel snake look exactly. $18, $19, $20, $21, $20. Maybe $22. He could have went with his dad's look, but I think he probably would have buzzed it and kept the beard. Oh, that is an unfortunate character model. Woo. All right, Henry. Let's meet the world.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Now, as a young man, Henry was he took after his dad, but he was also more agility focused. I wouldn't say that he was all that particularly lucky either. So we'll probably bring that down to sickly albatross. And very smart like his father. He had charisma. But he also had agility. Endurance, perception, and strength. But it's been a few years. Also, he's been in space, so his strength and endurance have probably taken a nasty hit. There we go.
Now that don't make a lick of sense. Seems to me you're the luckiest son of a gun in New Vegas. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets can leave you nuttered in a big one and drop it. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Feet.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Dream.
Bandit.
Swiss cheese.
Light.
Inspiration.
Mother.
Regret.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Not to seek. So, agree.
I ain't given to relying on others
Well, no,
for
that's
support.
a disagree.
I'm always fixing to be the center of
No
attention.
opinion.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head
Agreed.
on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Honestly, I see a broken chain.
Okay. How about this one?
I'm too embarrassed to say what that looks like.
Last one.
A bearded man.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Henry was always very good with repair, but he was also good with guns and speech.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
So we are going to be choosing both traits here. Good-natured. You're good-natured at heart. You're prone to solving problems with your mind rather than violence, and you gain +5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, but have -5 to energy weapons, explosive guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. That will change as our necessities do. And then, I don't know between Wild Wasteland, because there's a good chance that we would run into the Zetans again. However, skilled, he was always very skilled. And I don't think that it's quite going to be a wacky playthrough. Yeah, we'll do skilled.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
here we go. Following Doc outside. Hopefully we can find some pants.
Here, these are yours. It was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Hardcore mode. Fallout New Vegas does allow you to play in a new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. In this mode, Stimpaks heal over time and cannot mend broken limbs. Radaway removes radiation over time. Ammunition has weight, and dehydration is a constant concern. This mode is only recommended for advanced players. You may turn hardcore mode on or off at any time in the gameplay menu, but if you activate hardcore mode now and maintain it through the end of the main storyline, you will receive a special reward. We are not going to be activating hardcore mode for this character. Ain't that a kick in the head? Okay, this is a very familiar sight to Henry, even if he doesn't realize it. And we are going to... There we go. Equip the Armored Vault 13 jumpsuit. It's a jumpsuit that's very familiar to Henry, and so he'll probably feel the most comfortable in it, as well as the weathered 10mm pistol. Now we're also going to keep the 9mm pistol with us, but it's not going to be that necessary. Arsenal, and this here mod race should be kicking in right about now. Yeah.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave, Victor. Doc Mitchell said that's what you like to be called?
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Well, how did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Do you know those men who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Okay. How did you end up in Good Springs then?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as
Never
any.
met a forgetful robot? I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Well, thank you, Victor, for everything. Goodbye.
Happy trails!
I'm missing time. I'm missing time and my memory. Oh. Well, let's see here. Mojave Express delivery order number 6. Deliver the package at the north entrance to the Vegas Strip by way of Freeside. An agent of the recipient will meet you at the checkpoint, take possession of the package, and pay for the delivery. Bring the payment to Johnson Nash at the Mojave Express Agency in Prim. Bonus on completion, 250 caps. Manifest. This package contains one oversized poker chip composed of platinum. You are an authorized agent of the Mojave Express package until the delivery is complete and payment has been processed. Contractually obligated to complete this transaction and materially responsible for any malfeasance or loss. Failure to deliver to the proper recipient may result in forfeiture of your advance and bonus, criminal charges, and or pursuit by mercenary reclamation teams. The Mojave Express is not responsible for any injury or loss of life you experience as a result of said reclamation efforts. It's a big, wide world. It's a handy little tool, this Pip-Boy. General store, Good Springs Saloon. I should probably do what the doc said and talk to Sunny Smiles. It's about 9 in the morning. Prospector Saloon open 24 hours. Odd. Ah. Good morning.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Well, why are you called Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You were a prospector, like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Did you ever find anything good while prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
So what's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long, not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
The Legion?
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back, and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
Slavers. Slavers. Hoover Dam. They're fighting over Hoover Dam. What's so important about it?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
So you help out with the big horners and the Brahmin. Well, what use is a big horner for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
You know anything about Victor, the Securitron?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Okay. Well, I've only got one more question for you, Easy Pete. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
All right. Thank you. I'd better head on inside.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Hey, Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert?
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Fixing things. Okay. There's a handsome bar. Casino lounge. Every Friday evening. Dancing 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. In person. The King of Swing, Dean Domino, and his great orchestra. Huh. Oh. Morning.
If you're looking for supplies, Chad over at the general
Thank
store
you.
can help you out.
Hey.
Hey there.
Well, I guess we're going through here. That's got to be a big horner. Hey, Cheyenne.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay, this... Aim. And shoot.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Yeah, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Oh, starting to stick. Okay. Traveling with a dog on the road. Huh. I'll have to keep an eye out for a dog of my own. If it doesn't maul me first. Now, I think I have something here. Yeah, that'll help out with the condition.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Okay.
Okay, you're on. Go give them hell.
How'd you like that?
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to
I'll
me.
come along.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me. Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But you did what you promised, staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Yeah. Yeah, it couldn't hurt.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Okay. Damn it. I might as well go back for the meat and hide. Hey, Cheyenne. Good. Good. Oh. Oh, goodness. I'll take that shovel. You never know. Alright, so she said the schoolyard and the graveyard. Just afternoon. It's already been quite a day. Hey, Victor. If you can, there's a settler that got tore up by some geckos. If you could take her up to the graveyard, let anybody know. Looks like some pretty big bugs. Oh. Oh. Okay. You. Alright, that's the sander root there. It won't take long to go through here. Ooh. I wonder if I could grill these forelegs up. Okay. Terminal. Okay, let's see here. Falling? Hunting. So it's very similar to hunting. Hurting. Okay. Look at there. Look at there. I'm not so bad at this. Okay. Now we just gotta go up to the graveyard. I should step into the general store here pretty soon. Oh, it's a drop box. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Some belts. Maybe not. There's another big bug. Woo. Let's try to be careful. Ooh. Rock flower. There it is. New Vegas. Oh no. How many times did he smoke? Oh. You found a limited edition Mojave landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. Okay. Time to head back. My memory's still hazy, but my instincts are coming back. I can't remember ever hacking a terminal. Makes me wonder who I was, where I come from. I mean, I know the basics. I know what vaults are. I know we use caps for money. And out the war. But who am I? My name's Henry. I had a father. He was very smart. I didn't know Mom, but she was important. Maybe I just need to sleep on it. am sorry. Sonny, you around here? Oh, there we go. Hey, Sonny. Are you looking better, Cheyenne?
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now.
Okay.
Give it a try. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Okay. Thanks a lot. I don't want to be out here by myself, so I'll head on back. I'm tired. It's been a good first day, though. I guess. There are worse places to wake up, I suppose. Good Springs. I'll go in there after a bit. I'm gonna check out this general store. Hello?
Hey there. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Well, tell me about weapon mods and special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Okay, and what's so bad about surplus ammo?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Okay. Well, do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Okay. Well, thank you. Show me what you got.
Can do.
All right. Leather armor. A 9mm pistol scope. Extended magazines for the varmint rifle. I will take those. Take some extra ammunition for it as well. Anything in 10mm? No. Well, I don't need the 9mm. I might as well keep the broad machete. I don't need the cleaver. Or that. I try to pretend like I don't start with that stuff. There we go. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Okay, noted. Mr. House, though? I'd like to know more about him.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
I've never met no Mr. House. What about the cons? The great cons?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The great cons deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by great cons.
Well, thanks, Chet. You as well.
Take it easy now.
And broad machete, extended varmint rifle and magazine. Okay. We've extended the natural life of this by quite a bit. And I think that's going to be a fine place to go ahead and end the episode for today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in. When we return, we're going to check in with Trudy at the saloon and find out what's next for us. I hope you're all having a fine day, and until next time, keep telling stories.